What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video. And I decided, after consideration and rewatching my last video where I posted and gave my thoughts on the end of the Dent streak, I decided, you know what? I should make a video helping Darkside Phil. That's right. I should help DSP. And what do you mean by helping him? Well, after listening to his podcast yesterday, listening to the end of the Wukong playthrough, and just hearing his attitude, hearing how butthurt he was, and then watching last night's Street Fighter stream, the unrecorded beg segment, and how, of course, he trashed Wukong, he trashed the detractors. He was so upset and pissy. And I sat there and said to myself, wow, I mean, I can understand why he's upset. But then I said to myself, why is he displaying this for everyone to see? Why is he exposing himself and proving the detractors right? Because that's what he did. He proved the detractors right yesterday with his attitude after the Dent streak ended. Because everyone said, the detractors said that once this is over, our boy Phil is going to do the Vest Streak 2.0, where he's going to rant and rave and be pissed off that it's over. And what he's going to try to do is he's going to try to rekindle it somehow. And if anybody was around for the Vest streak, when that ended at 276, Phil was so butthurt and upset. He was so mad. He was. And he was literally trashing the people that actually gave him $100 for 276 streams. He did. He was literally pointing the finger at them. Now, last night, he didn't point the finger at the supporters. He pointed the finger at, of course, the detractors and the game, the developers in the game, which is pretty pathetic. Now, I have some pointers for you, Phil. I do. Maybe now that you want to move the goalposts and kick off Dent Streak 2.0 Electric Begaloo, right? Now that you want to do that, I want to give you some suggestions and some help on how you can handle when that ends. Okay. So we know you're trash. You're a trash person, Phil. You are. The way you reacted last night and the way you reacted during the end of the Vest streak, it's just garbage. And it saddens me because you tout yourself as a very intelligent human, right? And you went to college and got business training. You did get a business degree in business administration. By the way, I got the same degree. I have a bachelor's in business administration with a focus in marketing, and then I have a master's degree in healthcare administration. So I'm there, Phil. I know the classes that you took. I'm aware of the program, and within that program, I know that you've had to take some communication classes and you've had to take marketing classes. Every business administration degree has marketing and marketing and communication, regardless of your finance major or marketing major or a business administration major. It doesn't matter. You take some marketing courses and you take some communication courses. And one of the things that they help you do is to become a good communicator. When you're either working for a corporation or running your own business, the main focus is always making your customers happy. And in your eyes, Phil, your customers are your dents. They are. They're your customers. You're providing a streaming service of some value, of some entertainment, and people come in and support you. That's the business, right, Phil? So in essence, these are customers, and you're the business owner supplying some good or service, right? Okay, so the mere fact that you got annoyed and pissed off last night because the Dent streak ended is pathetic, Phil. It is. It just is. Come on, brother. Come on. This is how you should have handled it. I'm going to give you some advice here, really, Phil. And you should take this advice because I'm not making fun of you. I'm just offering advice. So my advice to you is kind of threefold. Okay. Whenever something good happens to you, because this did, the Dent streak was a good thing. 41 streams of support of over $150. And let's not forget the Review Tech USA documentary review with the Kino folks, where you maxed out, made like 4K. You've made over about $12,000 or $13,000 in the last month, and that's huge. That's big, especially for you. You haven't had those numbers in years. Not only did your money your money went up, your views went up, engagement went up, and the kind of the positivity around DSP went up. Everyone can see that, and there's no denying that, Phil. So instead of capitalizing on that and being grateful, you decided to take the other path. You decided to be rude. You decided to be ignorant. You decided to be upset. You decided to attack people, which is what you did. You attacked the detractors and you attacked the game developers, right? That's what you did. And you always have this knee-jerk reaction of casting blame. And there's no need to cast blame here, Phil. So that's the first suggestion here. Casting blame, Phil. You should never cast blame when something positive ends. You never should cast blame. So that's tip number 1, Phil. And you did that last night. You cast blame on the developers, on your viewers somewhat, and the detractors. You shouldn't have done that. Because what you end up doing is you end up turning a very positive experience, right, which was pretty positive, of 20 plus streaming days or whatever. You turned it into a negative. You made it seem like, oh, the world is ending. I'm annoyed. I'm pissed off. Why didn't you guys step up? The developers screwed me. It turned into a litany of complaints, right? The other thing that you did is that you posted this. You posted this out, and in your tweet there was nothing but derision and sarcasm, and there was no need for that. Now you tried cleaning it up at the end. I'll give you that, but again, the damage is done. Again, you complained. You complained about a positive thing that just ended, which is never a good look, Phil. It just isn't. So, of course, we have Phil's tweet right here. Well, folks, it's official. Black Myth Wukong got so boring by the end of Chapter 3, people stopped showing up for it, and the King streak just ended at 41. I appreciate all who helped out so much during this month. I'm now done with the game. Upping the final vids now. And you got way too many exclamation points there, Phil. So again, you focused on the negative, and then you tried cleaning it up by trying to highlight kind of a positive by thanking people. Here's a suggestion, Phil. Suggestion number 2. When something positive ends, you should always highlight the positivity, Phil. The first thing that should have came out of your mouth last night after your stream ended, right, was, hey guys, just a quick minute. I just want to say something that I've been considering and thinking about, and I need to say this. So give me a quick minute. Shut everything off and just focus on the camera. Zoom in your ugly face and say, guys, this has been an incredible ride. 41 streams of just positivity, as Phil likes to say. You guys have come out and supported me. You guys have supported me with views, financially, and just with kind words. And that's something that I can never repay. This 41 streak is life-changing. The money that I receive from this is going to help me and my family, and it's much appreciated. There's no way for me to ever repay you guys back. So the only thing I can say is just thank you. Thank you very much. You guys are amazing people, and you guys have really helped me in a time where I needed the help, and not just financially, but just with your kind words, with your emails, and your support. And from the bottom of my heart, for myself, my wife, my cat, thank you. It's much appreciated, and I know I can't repay you, but I hope that my words here right now. I hope you feel or understand how much you guys mean to me. Thank you. And that's all you had to do, Phil. Right there, you got positivity. You're highlighting the 41 days. You're highlighting the positive points of that. You're thanking people. You're being heartfelt where you're telling them, dude, this is really huge. And you're even saying there's no way for me to ever kind of repay anyone. And not that you have to repay anyone, but the acknowledgement, I think, is what's key there, Phil. So tip number 2, you should have highlighted the positive. There was no reason why you brought any negativity into this issue. The last tip, Phil, is your detractors. You continuously bring your detractors anytime there's negativity, or you need drama, or you need to feel support. You bring your detractors into this. And there's no reason why you should bring your detractors. I'm a detractor, and I enjoy it. I like when you mention my name, Phil. It's great. To me, it's free advertisement. You can't buy that kind of advertisement. So every time you mention my name like you did last night, you just bring people to my content, my viewers, and what you do is you kind of expose one of your detractors to a bigger audience, right, Phil? So you decide you want to trash the detractors, you want to make them the boogeymen, and you want to highlight why they're the reason for this negativity. Again, you're highlighting the negativity in something that should just be positive. There's no reason why you even brought us up. So the next time this happens, Phil, you shouldn't even mention the detractor. Don't bring us up. Don't talk about us. Again, just highlight the positivity. That's all you needed to do. And just leave it like that. You didn't have to talk about restarting up the Dent streak. You didn't have to get into any of that last night. What you should have did was you should have let it breathe. You could have thanked everyone. You could have had another stream, another, your Street Fighter stream last night. If you would have hit the tip goal, cool, not a problem. Act nonchalant, just be like, hey, this is great, thank you for the support. And if you would have hit the tip goal like you did, maybe the next day, right? Maybe the next day you bring it up on your podcast and say, well, if you guys want, I'm more than happy to continue the King streak or the Dent streak. It's perfectly fine. But again, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it because that's what you said, right, Phil? When the King streak or the Dent streak started, you said you weren't going to make a big deal out of it. If it ends, so be it. If it keeps going, great. But of course, that didn't happen when it ended. You were just soaking and being a petulant child and highlighting the negativity. And it was so unnecessary. It just was, Phil. It just completely was. So, you could have let it breathe for a day. You could have came back the next day and bring it up in your podcast and bring it up and just say, yeah, if it happens again, cool. If not, no worries. I just appreciate you guys being here, supporting me. And that would have been the end of it, Phil. But no, you want to continue because, of course, in Phil's eyes, it's all about the fucking money. Now, again, I don't want to trash him. I already stated my opinion on Phil. And, I believe that, all he cares about is money and he can care two shits about his supporters. It's just about bringing him the money. And if he needs to bring up the detractors or God knows what, to get that money, to get that Dent streak flowing again, he will. And it's just sad. But again, Phil, I'm just offering up this video so that you can have some tips to handle this the next time. So if the Dent streak goes again and let's say it goes for another 15 streams or 16 streams or what have you, or 276, this is how you handle it, man. You take my 3-prong approach. You highlight the positivity. You don't focus on the negative aspects of it. And you kind of let it breathe, man. You let it breathe. You don't need to be just, as soon as it ends, be like, okay, guys, it ended. Now let's get the Dent streak going all over. It's tacky because what it does is it takes the focus away of the positiveness of this. Like, wow, this was amazing. We, like as you like to say, we got together for 41 streams and made this happen. When you cast it aside and you say, okay, well, it doesn't matter, let's move on to the next streak, you kind of invalidate what happened. You know what I mean, Phil? So anyway, I hope that you listen to this video and you take it to heart, and maybe next time, maybe third time's the charm. You screwed up the vest streak, you screwed up the Dent streak. Let's see if Dent streak 2.0, if you can make it happen. Okay, Phil? Alrighty. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.